Hey guys, welcome to another video on our channel. Here you can find out all the news, rumors and behind-the-scenes news about Manchester United, our beloved club that is always looking for reinforcements to return to the top of world football. If you are not a subscriber yet, take the opportunity to subscribe, activate the bell and, of course, leave a like to help the channel grow and continue bringing you the best content. Today, we are going to talk about a piece of news that is shaking up the transfer market and could directly impact our United. That's right, guys, we are talking about Ivan Toney, the Brentford striker who could be the new target of an aggressive move by Manchester United. We are going to analyze all the details of this possible transfer and what it could mean for our team. Stay tuned until the end, because this is a hot topic. To start, it is worth remembering that Ivan Toney, 28 years old, is one of the most talked about names in the Premier League in recent years. The striker has stood out for Brentford, showing impressive ability in both aerial plays and precise finishing. He is the typical player who knows how to be in the right place at the right time and has an eye for goal that every great team seeks. But what stands out most about Toney is his consistency. In a league as competitive as the Premier League, maintaining a high level of performance is essential, and he has done so masterfully. It is no wonder that big clubs such as Chelsea, Tottenham, and now our Manchester United are keeping an eye on him. And that is exactly where United's move comes in. The club has a history of making a strong move into the market when it identifies a strategic opportunity, and this time, it seems that it will be no different. The idea is that United may be planning a quick and decisive approach to hijack this transfer from under the noses of its competitors. Now, let's understand a little about the context of this possible transfer and why Toney would be such an important piece for our squad. Manchester United is currently in a rebuilding phase under the command of Erik ten Hag. The team has shown signs of improvement, but we still need that something extra to be truly competitive on all fronts, especially in the Premier League and Champions League. Our attack, although talented, lacks depth. We have some good names, but the season is long and tiring, and we know that injuries and suspensions can happen at any time. Toney would be a strategic addition, offering more options and variability to the attack. He can play as a reference in the box, be a constant threat from set pieces and still open up space for other attackers with his physical play. In addition, Toney's experience in the Premier League is a factor that cannot be ignored. Bringing in a player who already knows the league, the opponents and the pressure of big games well could be a huge advantage. He would not need a long adaptation period, which means he could start contributing immediately. And what are the moves behind the scenes? According to sources close to the club, Manchester United are preparing an offer that could be irresistible to Brentford. And, as always, the fans are waiting in anticipation, hoping that the board will make a move that will put United ahead of their competitors. Rumors suggest that United are willing to invest heavily in Toney, recognizing that he could be the key to ensuring a successful season. The transfer, if it happens, would be seen as a masterstroke, not only for taking Toney away from rivals, but also for strengthening a sector that needs more alternatives. On the other hand, it is important to consider that this negotiation will not be easy. Brentford know the value that Toney has for the team, and will certainly not want to part with their main player without a fair compensation. Furthermore, the competition for Toney is real and fierce, with other big clubs also looking for alternatives for their attacks. It is also worth comparing Toney with other possible options on the market. We know that United always have their eyes on several targets, so why choose Toney? In terms of value for money, he stands out because he is in top form and has already proven his worth in the Premier League. Other names that could be on the radar, such as Victor Osimhen or Harry Kane, are exceptional players, but the financial issue and the difficulty of negotiating with their respective clubs make Toney a more viable and equally effective option. Toney has the ability to not only solve United's immediate problems, but also become a central part of a long-term rebuild. He has the age, experience, and ability to be a lasting solution, not just a short-term reinforcement. If this transfer does indeed go through, what can we expect? Firstly, an addition like Toney would certainly increase the internal competitiveness within the squad. Strikers like Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund would have to fight even harder for their places, which can only be a positive for the team. Healthy competition within the group usually leads to better performances on the pitch. Furthermore, Toney brings a playing profile that could perfectly complement Erik ten Hag's style. With a mix of physical strength, presence in the box and finishing ability, he could be the player who turns difficult plays into goals and, consequently, victories. And of course, we can't forget the impact a signing of his caliber would have on the fans. Just imagine Old Trafford cheering for another big signing. Fan enthusiasm and confidence are key elements for any great club, and Toney could be the name that reignites that passion. To wrap things up, folks, Manchester United are clearly determined to make big moves this transfer window, and Ivan Toney could be the next big signing that will take the club to the next level. If that happens, I have no doubt that we will have a very exciting season ahead. But now, I want to hear from you. What do you think of this possible transfer? Is Ivan Toney the right name to reinforce our attack? Or do you have other options in mind? Comment below, because I really want to hear from each of you. And if you like the content, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any updates about our Manchester United. We are together on this journey towards another season of achievements. See you in the next video. A big hug, and let's go, United!